Oh man. Put that over here. Whew. The weekend is over. Streamlabs? Streamlabs was taking its sweet time figuring out that I had a game started. Oh. Hey, Wales, how are you today? How was your weekend? The lighting okay? Am I too bright? We're okay with a little moodier lighting. Huh?
I'll turn up.
Oh, I mean, right now the lighting looks fine. Your beat? Yeah, I get that. All right, we finally...
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly.
Oh my god, is it a 20? Is it a crisp $20 bill?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper.
Ah.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture
to winter
is
yet.
familiar.
Yeah, Abby and I got to wear our heavier winter coats yesterday. We went out to a show. And it was pretty
Crinkled
nice.
chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Ah. I'll hang on to this just in case.
You neatly fold the wrapper into a square before you put it back into your pocket. Carefully, lovingly even.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with our stuff. Alright. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. Oh. Was that, like, right now? Oh, that was just, like, just now. Hey,
yes.
Kim. Tell me about
What
the
do
case.
you want to know?
What did your preliminary information say about it before you came here?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why did the caller hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer? Yes. Yes. Okay. The RCM is us.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Alright. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Probably because I was here for like 3 days and got nothing done, and then had a huge bender and lost my brain.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Even worse.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Yeah, all right.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
Barely saved it, just in time to catch the sneeze. No, we don't have anything to talk about. We've gotten what we needed. Sort of. Right. The pissing competition. Apparently, there's a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Precinct 57. Makes sense. Alright. Now we get to finally inspect
The man
body.
before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Ceramic plate boots.
Delicate
Fuck yeah.
and fragile. They feel alien to the world around
Oh.
you. Out of place somehow.
Literally the exact opposite of what my first thought was.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Oh.
Possibly part of a larger set.
Maybe I was correct.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Wow. Looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Oh. Ching, baby.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
Where's the rest
Piece
of it?
by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. Probably not. That seems highly unlikely.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
He worked for Cornell, like Joyce told us. This is military equipment, provided by a wealthy security contractor, with state ties, way above what we have.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Ah, so good. Good noises.
The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
It's anything
Gotcha.
but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until
Whoa.
there are hundreds of them altogether.
So more similar to like scales where they overlap and interlock a little more.
Like the
Man,
scales of some
what-
ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
On top of it, that one I had. Oh, let's see if we can pull the boot
This
off.
feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Oh, alright, then better not try.
The
Not yet.
sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
All right,
An
what's the
intricate
tattoos?
web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars,
Oh my
alcohol, and heartbreak.
F. This a map of the night
A map
sky.
of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
All right, so we're missing
So
something.
am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down on the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Oh. I'm gonna let him work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules, clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. Lens needs adjusting, then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by
Whoa.
the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Nice.
In case we need it.
Chez says, shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need it
It
for?
contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if we could find someone to decipher it.
I have it. I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Hands you the piece of paper rolled up. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
All right.
His
look at the
eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Ooh.
These eyes used to be blue, baby blue.
Damn.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
His eyes used to be blue.
Good. The victim is of Occidental descent. Light brown hair, blue eyes. I mean white.
All right. First check of the night. We got it. 72%.
I'm gone.
Take those. Oh, he's gone. Oh, yeah, I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you. You are now, but who were you when you were alive? There's nothing funny.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Strong disagree, hanged man. Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Ah, alright, well that doesn't really answer my question, but I appreciate it, I suppose. Another
Go
question.
ahead,
Cabo.
Cobbo.
I hate you. You're stinking, you're boring. Oof. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Alright, where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Alright, what's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Oh, that's not good. That's probably not great.
imagination.
Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
That is correct. But why?
Because you're a copperoony.
Copperoony.
Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions. Oh my god.
Coming right up, copperoony Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Fuck. Ooh. Alright, okay. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Love, huh? I mean, he, like, sexually assaulted a woman. So, this man might not have the most reasonable view of love, I imagine. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to. Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable. Unforeseen. Miraculous? Ooh. Not gonna throw Kim under the bus? I don't know. Oh. I don't know. 3? 3 is your vote? Alright. The clown lips on the corpse, here to smile. The face rotates before you, slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle.
It is a
from
miracle.
the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Ooh. Alright, enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse
Sorry, you have
yourself with
extensions
my
to
frank
say.
manners
Oh, gotcha. No
and
worries.
my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
You can come back and look at his face at any time you want. Okay. Capo Lapo. We've looked at the belt. Now, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Alright.
The
well,
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Alright, let's take a step back then, maybe?
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Stop. Relax
The
your
cadaver
eyes.
slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Oh, well.
His torso covered in
Alright,
tattoo.
hold up, wait.
As you narrow your
Observe.
eyes, only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
Alright, why am I
His
squinting,
fatted
Kim?
hands,
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Fuck, he got me there. Why am I squinting, Kim? How should I know? Nah, fuck. He's right on that one. His face and his hands are pink, thighs too, the rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Yeah.
the monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Ew.
So, what do you think?
I think... I think he's dead, Kim. Alright, something's
The
come out
pool
of
of
him.
blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet.
Ew.
Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
God... God damn right I'm... Oof. Maybe he went to the toilet.
Maybe.
He doesn't really want to dwell on it too long. Alright, he's beaten up.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Fuck.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Alright. I think he's dead. I think he's dead, Kim.
I agree.
Ah, thanks, Kim.
Totally dead.
Shit. This Buster's not coming back.
No siree.
Alright, I don't know what to think, Kim. Tell me what
I
I'm
think
supposed
he
to
was
do.
upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it be he was moved after death? Not likely.
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Alright. Let's get him down.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver.
Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver, boys. Can't someone else do it? You could bring your motor carriage over, cut the belt from the roof. That's pretty smart. Saw the branch. But we'd have to get up there to saw the branch. That's not the same. That's the same problem, but more difficult. Seems like a lot of hassle. That's not. We could shoot him down. No, he only has one shot. Maybe we could ask help from the harbor. I'm out of ideas. Another look at him. I like the motor carriage.
I have thought of that, yes. But the tire tracks would compromise the scene. Any prints would become illegible. That's if we get it through the hole in the fence. Also, my MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad platform to stand on.
How about we piggyback?
How about I take you, piggyback?
Fuck.
The fuck are these pigs talking about?
Oh, they're bank or something. Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno. Wish they'd fuck already.
Lieutenant, you meant it rhetorically, right? You're criticizing my idea? Please tell me you're not serious.
Yes, it's not a good idea.
Oh, thank God.
It's a fucking hilarious idea. You two puskapas get on top of each other and fuck.
In silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance, as if to say, case in point.
Saw the
Climb
branch.
up there and saw the branch?
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten, but you could use your hands and feet to reach around the tree, then hang from the branch.
Oh, that's just asking for a major fucking accident. And you know what? It's well within my repertoire, because I have good
Honestly,
good
I prefer a
dexterity.
non-acrobatic solution to this.
Looks around and then at you. Alright, fine.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Ask for help
I
from
was
Harvard?
really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Alright, that's
But
fair.
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Can't someone else do it? Sounds like we're probably going to try to get Kuno to do it for us. Which will be really funny.
Someone else? You mean like the police?
You have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
If we could shoot him down?
Yeah, bang bang time, pig. Shoot his head off.
How?
Just shoot the belt bolt break.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Kim not believing. 30 hours into this game and this dude is still swinging from that tree. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
Oh shit. Oh shit, did we get it?
and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm just gonna witness.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
"A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight."
Fucking idiot.
Aw.
Multiple asshole.
I thought he was gonna do it.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Nah, that's alright.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Hmm.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, an A9 Armistice, before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
Ooh. Ooh.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Oh, fuck.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Kim will look down on this and be like, this was a bad move to give this this amnesiac cop a fucking gun. Am I about to threaten this? I don't know, I imagine she's like 14. Fuck, do I? Be fucking funny. And fuck. Alright, fair enough. Hey, Extra Soapy, welcome to the stream. We're just about to threaten a child.
Do it! Set me free!
Fuck.
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Oh my god, she's fucking T-posing there, though. She's fucking T-posing. As you do.
Don't.
I feel the lieutenant's hand on my shoulder.
Do it!
Fucking legendary composure. Alright, point the gun.
Intense shit, copper.
You're welcome, Kuno.
Could waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
I don't know. Was my left eye first?
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the evening light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Yeah, that probably
Look,
didn't
he's
help.
crying! You gonna cry now, fucking
Oh.
faggoty?
I responded to provocation. Damn it. YOLO, we fucking try it.
The buckle explodes into
I'm
tiny
good.
pieces, coming loose with a whir.
Even with the -1. Even with the -1, we take those.
With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty intimidated by that 42%.
Looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
Yes, communism did it. Uh-huh.
It takes a
Oh,
millisecond
fuck.
for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right.
Because the Union killed him.
Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
70 experience and a level up. You've been policed. Who's laughing now, you little shit?
Fuck you, Kurpale!
Despite her words, her tone seemed celebratory. How did I do
By
that?
being a damn good shot. Ace is high.
You could add an ace's low to it, if you like, by turning your back after the high and waiting for another.
Absolutely.
The high arrives with a sharp slap. As you turn around, there is a moment of doubt. Feels like that low ain't gonna connect.
No.
Chill. It's gonna connect. But then it does.
Ah.
And with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one to leave an ace's low hanging.
Damn right he is. Damn right he is. Kim's doing all the legwork in this fucking case. There's no way he's gonna leave an ace low hanging.
I knew these guys were.
You got a problem with it, bud? What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Ooh, yep, that's valid.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells.
Oh,
The fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
oh, it released a dead man fart.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Yep.
In the
that's
meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though.
Oh yeah, we tried that a stream or two ago. It didn't go well.
I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative. But we've already done that, so good for us. One down, one to go. Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Oh, Kuno looks so fucking disheartened now. His target to throw racks at is gone. He also got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Oh, right, I can do this one. So I can... So this is about... So I could get a new thought slot. So I could internalize the lonesome long way home. What do we need? So where's the rest of the armor? The victim's tattoos. Perform the field autopsy, but we'll do that in a bit. Interview the unit. See how we can do that. Tools. No, I don't have the tool anymore. I gave him back his gun. Or I could spend a skill point leveling up one of my extremely abysmal skills like drama or something. What do we think? What do we think? Do I want to potentially learn my way home and get factual memory? So wait, so this will give me +1 encyclopedia. So then what then is the difference between getting encyclopedia in six hours of game time versus just getting one encyclopedia here? I think we do the thought. I think we think and think. Internalize. Oh, we got two. Oh shit, we got 2 skill points. All right, okay, never mind. I don't know what I was worried about. Now, what skill do I upgrade? Or do I get a spare thinky slot? Maybe if I get... So if I get another visual calculus, what can I use that with? Oh, hold up. Actually, we can. Pull up the map. So, broken window uses visual calculus. Footprints uses visual calculus. Visual calculus for the set of traps. So visual calculus is actually, like, kind of useful. Same with conceptualization. And physical instrument. Those are sort of the ones we're needing. So visual calculus, conceptualization, physical instrument. Those are the checks that we currently require a bit. So I get physical instrument or visual calculus to 3. Circuit, make laws of physics for the law. I think physical instrument is what increased my health. Oh no, that might have been endurance, actually. Civilization, see art in the world. Or do we do just something completely different? Just get something like half-light. Volition. Get my favorite spell. My favorite D&D spell. We failed a bit on empathy other times, and those I think have been red checks. -1 empathy from thoughts. Oh, right, because we're fucking... We've become lib-right. We've subscribed to the grind set. I think we do visual calculus. I think visual calculus will help us accept. Is that wrong? Maybe. Okay, so now it looks like, yeah, these ones I can retry. Alright. Let me talk to him. There we go. Let me talk to this.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
I think we've all moved past that by now. It's been 3 minutes.
Not all of us. Acts like that stick with you for a while.
Fuck.
No one's moving anywhere. Do this shit again.
We've lost our
and
boy's
Kuno's
trust.
gonna climb in your room at night with a knife.
He points at the whirling rags and whispers,
Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah. I've been in your room.
ooh.
It's not impossible for a boy his size to climb in.
But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals. Shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
You don't threaten me.
One word out of you, pig shite, and you're locked out of the Kuno experience forever. You hear me?
You hear the Kuno?
Try me a little. Seriously risk your relationship with the Kuno. Do we risk it? Do we seriously risk our relationship? Part of me feels like we should just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. But also... Alright, no one else has made a decision.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
I'm
Kuno
leaving.
doesn't fucking...
Yeah, alright, bud. I gotta go inspect these tires. The broken fence here in the tire tracks.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
I believe.
No,
God
these
damn it.
tracks are not interesting at all.
Alright, fine. Maybe. Maybe we'll eventually get there. Oh, maybe they're... Excuse me. Maybe there are people inside now that it's later. Oh! Lots of people inside. Lots of people. Doesn't look like any of these people want to talk, though. Sleeping man who I kind of robbed. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alright. I guess we go this way. Oh, wow. They're still here, huh?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, say, regarding a really big race theorist guarding a button?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole? I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Yeah.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
That really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Alrighty, we're gonna... Alright, I was kind of hoping you'd have something to say.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Huh. Actually, I wonder if I can... Nope. Get out of here. Oh, alright. I do have a different idea. Maybe we can go over the top of the thing. We go through Kuno's hideout over this way. Oh, I can run like Diablo. Oh, that makes movement actually a good bit easier. We're gonna try this jump again.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible
What?
RCM markings is still
Oh, we have to put a
on the
point
railing.
into that again to make it up. Damn it. I was really hoping that just a level up would have allowed us to. Okay. Never mind. Alright, we get We'll go talk to the guy. Listen to all his race theory. To his uncritical race theory. Alright, bud.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Alright, ask him to... Oh, I guess subscribe.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Alright, I'm new to this race world. Help me understand its races. How can I need to know what kind there are.
Do you?
I do.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
All 3.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Uh-huh.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, so who are in...
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Glandular problem?
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Uh-huh.
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Alright. Continue receiving wisdom.
The
Ugh.
Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world. Nature was not capable of more. Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people. The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Said Khoikos I've been trained to identify as white.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato.
Oh man, that potato. That really earns you pinkness, I guess, huh? Fuck, dude.
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat.
Potat.
The only
potate.
thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Uh-huh.
The Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
I wonder if there's a knowledge check of some kind about how long humans have been on the planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. Revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. That revolution sounds like it was perpetuated by degenerate marauders, not all the people of Revachol. Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution?
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespias.
Revolution is good and necessary.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath reading potato carts.
Potato carts brought the revolution.
A
Confirmed.
prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the
them
prime
potatoes.
component of the potato plant.
Ah, yes. Potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. I, too, am a,
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Uh-huh. I may not be the Martian, but I'm pretty sure potate acid is just made up.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
No, I think I've... Do I understand advanced race theory? Do I understand your uncritical race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Damn it. Alright.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Yeah, but I don't, like, we've failed all of the checks that allow us to potentially jump in. And I don't have to subscribe to it. At least, I was under the impression that both Kim and I knew that we were like, yeah, we're gonna let him spout his race theory nonsense just so we can get inside. Because otherwise, I don't know of another way in. Because we've failed the check to jump over the thing, the railing, and get my coat. And I have not received any other tips or anything on how to get in. So I think we got to accept.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me.
Fuck.
This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are
Damn it.
not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
The white check to try and knock him out. Isn't Everard right?
Don't be vulgar. White
right,
or not
yeah.
has got little to do with this.
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront.
Okay,
He
yeah.
looks toward the harbor, motionless, the tattoos on his face like a web of stone.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Oh, I can ask him more about the pissing competition.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Alright, fair enough.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about? Good.
Oh. Oh, ace is low. +2 empathy towards Kim Kitsuragi. Okay. Oh wait, I should read it. The Insulindian Civil War was not the first war to see the use of hybrid airships on both sides, but it was the coolest. For an entire decade, folded multi-rotor fighters into dogfights above Revachol, Ozan, Seminine, and the Arcade Islands. Spitting death at one another, they flew over sandy beaches and shot each other out of the azure sky. Crashing into city blocks and setting island forests ablaze, the Aces Low was a custom among revolutionary brigades performed after multiple kills. Lieutenant Kitsuragi seems fond of it. Why? An advanced race theory. A massive fantastic race swirls in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement. Koikos juggling potatoes. Eczema-ridden mounds. Grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang, plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkipts and Sealite cast of fortunates hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Empyrean, A vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something. Drawing nearer. Nearer. Don't have any points to unlock any other thoughts, and I definitely don't really care to subscribe to the race theory. What is the race enigma? That's something I'd have to fill out. How close am I to, like, leveling up? 45 of 100 skill points. So it would be nice to be able to get some more savoir-faire. Because even if I did want to subscribe to the race theory shit, there's not a lot I can do. So the option to sleep opens up at 9, if I remember correctly. Maybe we can talk to the guy about the fact that I definitely don't have 100 real to give him. Negotiate my room. Oh.
Can I help you?
About that money.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I
A
owe you?
lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real.
Right.
Like what? I was...
Okay, so I literally just can't negotiate anything. Where did that purple one go? That purple thought gone. Am I no longer capable of that one? Oh, there it was!
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
That's not what I meant.
Through a PA system.
That's not
By
what I'm
other
after.
people.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing, that I'm a down on my luck superstar person. What should I say?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. No, don't sing
Oh,
the
that
happy
was
song.
what I meant to click.
It's stupid.
Sing
the sad song.
It's profound.
It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Get a hold of a sad song on tape. I can just go up into my room, right? I got that point in visual calculus, and I'll be damned if I don't use it.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
I believe we can make it this time.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then? My other
More
shoe?
likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
My shoe that I
The
found
shoe
outside.
you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
What a dumb
Pretty
thing
much.
to do.
But hey,
Hey.
at least you found your shoe. Not that it will keep you warm at night. Brr.
F. Alright. We got that check at least.
The door is closed. Still no answer.
Alright.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. The door does not.
Okay, there's nothing there. This guy doesn't say anything. And visual calculus will not help us with him.
Hello again, sweetie.
I've gotta go. Heck. Sneak out after he's gone to sleep if I need to do something behind his back. Bag. A little plastic bag. Put on my little bag. I needed to be able to pick up stuff from this week. Look at this 12 secrets. Okay, yeah. This is bootable. Splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Alright, so we gotta find, I don't know, a lot of money. Plastic tear. We're going on a recycling spree.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Aw, poor little
The
viewer.
metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Uno.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Typical Kuno. You're right, Wales.
The church
You're
looks
right.
old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
And
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
took ingenuity, yeah, huh? Oh,
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across
Maybe I
the
can get
torso
XP
of
from
the
this.
hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right. Gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
right. Okay. Well, that was, quick. +1 physique, -1 morale. That... Not right now, at least. Cleaning up the streets. One bottle at a time. Book is titled Man from Yelmdal and the Wildfire. Not important. At least not important right now. Hmm.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now.
I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
That's
You just
valid.
can't win.
I just can't win. Aw.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
It's a white check. I can retry it.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
I've done a lot of things wrong, Annette. There's been a lot of things that have gone wrong, let me tell you.
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
What do you mean better? I look like shit. Thanks, I'm
Yeah,
trying.
I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes, oof.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Oof.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Let's get some party eyes, boys. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? Girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget about this.
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
You've managed to not threaten this child at gunpoint so far. That's true. That's true. I haven't threatened this child yet. Thanks,
I'm
I've
glad
learned
I could
something
help
about
you,
myself
sir.
today. I gained XP too. Nice. What are you doing now?
Math. It's
Math,
really
oof.
difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
Let me tell you, I know a lot of math. I know a lot of math, Annette, and I am anything but rich.
Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out.
Dick
Not
Mullins
me.
hat.
The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
I get it. I can look just like Dick Mullen, except I'm an actual police. Where'd you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
I like her a lot.
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that.
That's fair.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. All right. Time to put on that hat. +1 encyclopedia. I don't think I need it, but... Oh my god, we are a dapper gentleman. We are a fancy lad. Alright. There was not much in here.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and...
Okay, she doesn't have anything I want. I was hoping she might have a new dialogue option if I could ask about the stars. But maybe there's a book.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Now that's a way to get party eyes, let me tell you what.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a
Bevy?
rundown drug den.
That's
He's a
just down the road
permanent
from me.
fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Uh-huh. I've looked at the maps.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
I mean, I'm certainly not going to get 100 by the end of this evening, so I'm going to buy this one.
Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Yeah, me too.
Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols.
Goodness, I am feeling a lot more tired than I thought I was.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pearl. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
Pharmacopoeia.
Have you taken any walks through the pearl recently?
Maybe?
And on your walks, do you stop to meditate on the nature of your being?
Oh, absolutely, every time.
Good. And when you meditate, are you in the nude?
No. Oh yeah, buck naked.
Excellent. You're doing everything as you should. Regular pearl meditation has been shown to help keep your body lithe and strong, your mind alert and expansive. A note of caution, however. Be sure to limit your exposure to the pearl to no more than an hour a day and no more than 3 hours total per week.
Second, I have to do a thing really fast. I don't know if I uploaded last stream, but that's okay. We can close that. Okay. Be sure to limit your exposure to no more than an hour a day and no more than 3 hours total per week. That has not helped.
Flipping through the book,
what's a
you come
pharmacopoeia?
across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors.
Oh, I see. Time passes a lot faster when you're...
It's all quackery, in other words.
All quackery.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you.
Oh.
It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pearl, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Is there anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Oh, absolutely.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Ginger root, a sprig of fresh mint, common meadow rue. Ginger root.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
A dram of whiskey, maybe. We're gonna fix our hangover with more booze. Boil it with tea made from birch bark. Ugh. Ugh. Mash it into a paste with some aloe vera extract. We're gonna do paste with aloe vera.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Ginseng
The
root.
ginger and aloe vera make this poultice ideal for the treatment of arthritis. It won't do anything for your hangover, though.
Ah.
Be that as it may, it might have been useful to have such a thing for the trials you'll soon be facing. It's a shame you can't get your hands on these ingredients.
Ah, well, heck.
Would you like to try again?
Not yet.
You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more.
We'll put the book away.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for
We should take care of that, then.
But I don't have money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Oh, thank God Kim's got something. In Kim's very capable hands, like, I should have no worries. Hey, you don't have to honk.
Can I help you?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke.
Yes. Have you got it?
No.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
he adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
Ah, a gun.
All
Probably.
the locks have an electronic component.
Oh.
They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
All right, Kim's gonna help us with money.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat.
Oh,
Their
shit.
silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Oh,
I
shit.
confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
Do I know how to
You
operate
feel
this
an
machine?
uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Does it mean I know how to pilot it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back.
Please. Release clutch.
The
handle.
handle is
We don't
pulled
need that.
back.
We don't need
Somewhere
that right
deep
now.
inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
All right. All right. We've inspected this enough times. Let's head out. We got our hubcaps, and we have a bunch of bottles. We need to be inside. Oh, that just lets us through this time. Okay. We actually don't need to be here. I was originally going the right direction. Navigation's difficult. This is the pawn shop, right? Hold up. There's nothing to loot here. I thought it lit up green earlier.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. Gone forever.
Yes,
What?
these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I don't wanna sell the pin yet. I wanna hold on to it.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay, where was that machine that let us do the tear stuff?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
It's late. Let's actually not do that right now. Whatever. We'll find the tear machine later for turning in our bottles and whatnot.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got... Well?
Here's 100. Slam bills on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted.
There's the
Payment
experience.
for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Ah.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
I gotta find that banger. Alright, alright.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your capo type.
My capo type?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Cool cop? Absolutely not. We're a piece of shit cop, most likely.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual capo type from sorry to anything.
Alright, but what are the other capo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Are we the sorry cop? Are we sorry cop or are we not sorry cop? Like, I'm okay being I'm real shit at my job cop, but I don't know if we should be sorry cop or not. Let's opt out.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yeah, you are. You were wrong about me. So we're gonna have to pay money every night. Alright, so we're gonna have to get... Wait, what's the check? What's the check? What's the check? My cloak. Savoir-faire. Okay. That one we have to do. This one I have to take because I want to do that. I don't want to have to subscribe to uncritical race theory to get into the docks. However, it is late at night here in game, so we're gonna maybe go to bed.
Yes?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh, alright. Alright, we'll go out to the balcony.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim? Kiss him? Do you think picking up smoking is our route to kissing him, or asking him how he got so cool is our route to kissing him? Extra soapy, which one? How do you think we get there? What's our romance route? Picking up smoking? Alright, we'll try it.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
We've just been shot down. Kim doesn't seem to like... Yeah, he doesn't seem to like flattery, that's fair. But he also only has exactly one cigarette. So, big heck on that. Alright, well, okay, well then the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
Long and eventful. Yeah, we failed so many checks. Alright, what are our...
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wow, 1,000? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Probably not, actually.
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Okay.
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can we be sure? Oh, what if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Do we ask Kim if he's killed anybody? Do we think Kim's killed people? What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Taps on his coat pocket where he keeps... Oh, I don't get the option to ask chat for help. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
Fuck.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Composed as fuck.
There is a slight physical revulsion in him while saying that, but he's worked through it in the intervening years.
I killed
That's
anyone?
an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
Him has successfully deduced that we are incapable of killing people. I don't think I have.
Perhaps. But Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of kills.
Oh. But he says that... Wait. Have I killed anyone? He says that's improbable, perhaps even impossible. Like, yeah, alright, okay, I don't think I have. But then he's like, but... the precinct you're from is pretty high on that kill death on the you know, they're pretty high on the scoreboard in terms of kills, you know. Huh. That seems a little like he walks it back.
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizen.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
How do you think today went, Orly?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on.
Inspection could have been more thorough. I don't know what else we could have done at the body, actually. I don't remember failing checks while I was there to inspect things.
Then you shot the body down, which was quite the shot.
I don't remember what else we could have inspected at the body. I just can't wait to shoot more shit. I think I was born with a gun in my hands. Nothing really. I was just doing my job. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. I don't know, Extra Soapy. There might be a chance that he's susceptible to our flattery. I'm probably thinking two, you know, brush it off like it was no big deal. Inspired by it's all right.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. We still have to perform the autopsy, though, and there's more work to be done at the crime scene.
Yep.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Takes a deep drag and looks at the city. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. I don't know, we're pretty bad at talking to people. The initial interviews? Yes, well, we've talked to some people. Oshu didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous. We've talked to
Not
some
always
people.
the right people, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
We weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us or Martinez, but...
He gives you a quick nod of acknowledgement and approval.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Fuck. Did he call out the fact that I'm just, like, holding shift because I just gotta go places? I don't like to waste time, you know. Mine moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. Running for my long-distance run, just want to raise money for charity. That's how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do. I don't know why I do the things I do.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
He smiles suddenly.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
That is funny, because I bought these shoes, I'm pretty sure. No, I looted these shoes from, from that abandoned apartment.
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Ooh. Goodness. I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. The shoes that made you a free market fundamentalist? Yeah, those shoes. Those are what I'm wearing.
Okay. There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
What do they believe?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Who's
A
Dolores?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Alright, I'm about to have an opinion.
Do you?
Alright, things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This is inhumanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal kids. Fucking men are turning into women. Wow. Really leaning into, some bad shit. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. After reading my options of my opinions, I've decided I will not have an opinion.
My kind of police officer.
The goodest of good cops. Oh, there we go. The achievement I'm really after. Trying to be a good cop.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
Why are they like
It's our
this?
fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Oh. Goodness, I'm just a yawning individual tonight. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
A hopeful realist, I see.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
30 XP? Fuck yeah. Alright, I'll walk because Kim's tired of running. Whoa! Is that money? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's fucking money. Alright, there's nothing on those. Alright. See you in the morning. Can I pick up my bottle here? No. Can I pick up those bottles? Yes. Okay, for damage is done. Okay. Alright, let's clean up from our binge really quick. Then we'll hit the hay. In here.
A mirror hangs on the wall, covered in steam. As you slowly abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold.
Behold. It's us. It's me.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Oof. Of course I do. It's, some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. I have no idea why it's there. It just is. The face...
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Good.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. It's actually meant specifically for Kim. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I sort of pulling it off too, in the sad has-been kind of way. I think there's some charm to it. Expression of pain? Wrong. Incorrect. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. Superstar. There's some charm to it.
There might have been 10 years ago.
Oh,
it's little
shit.
more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Interfacing? Wow. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Oh, this is A white check. I can retry that. Okay. This is also a white check. Stop the... Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Never. I'm not going to do this one. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Alright, I'm going to equip the chain cutters. We're going to fix this faucet. Chain cutters.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
We take these
the
odds.
With the faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
Hell yeah.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
You know what? We're going to try this one.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
A neurological miracle. Alright.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Yep. It's time to go nappy poo in Betty
The
by
sheets
land.
feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't.
What?
And then sleep doesn't come.
Too real. Too real.
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat. And grease.
Alright, the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Intimate and warm. Breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Alright, well, let's roll
It's
over.
a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
I mean, I have to solve the case. That's my job.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh man, I must have just ran out of recording space. Oh, word. Ooh, big stretch. Okay. I guess this is the pail, is my guess. Oh, it's me!
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go.
Damn.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Fuck.
You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Huh?
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time.
Hey, a reptilian
Sweating up
brain.
the bed. Stinky boy.
Oh, thanks, limbic system.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken. Oh, fuck. Alright. Trying to solve this case. Help me. Ooh. Alright.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
My god, there's another type of hangover.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Fuck.
Good going, buddy.
Thanks, electrochemistry. Thank you. God, what the hell was that?
Just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
I've had nights like that, and fuck, is that awful.
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Oh, shit.
Time to get some more.
Hmm.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I don't need that drug. We need different drugs of different kinds. Alright.
The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Alright, I've tried my attempts. Oh, hello?
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of...
Oh no, I don't need that. Oh. New area has opened. Our Lady. And our man.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Ah, he also had a rough night's sleep.
One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Find out who's in the Union box. What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
The Hardy Boys? So many of them.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
That's fair. Oh. Gotta shift. My knees ache a little bit.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Alright.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
I do love that I succeeded both of these checks, but they do conflict with each other. Like, oh, yeah, it's the smart move to walk by him. But also, don't you want to know? Don't you want to know what they're talking about? Like, I love the idea that different checks can lead you different ways.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Yeah, we're not going to talk to him right now. Okay. What skill Or do we want a new thought? Do we want to get Ace's Low? Part of me is like, we get Ace's Low for additional empathy. Although that's specifically empathy towards Kim, which I'm also fine with. Yeah. We're gonna think about Ace's Low. Don't have any other things. Okay. Let's not talk to them. What's our lady doing here?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
Oh.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone
The
line?
manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
I don't really want to ask her why she needs to use the phone.
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A baby. Hello, Stella. Ah. Stella is going absolutely nuts over here. Hello. What are you... She's hiding. I'll let her stay where she's at. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
You have more important things to worry about. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Oh, thank you, dear. I confess, I am glad to see it again.
Yeah, I shouldn't. I mean, I should have asked her for it, but it's better that we give it back.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Stella? Oh, baby cat. Extreme baby cat. She has her inflatable so she doesn't pick at herself and eat hers and tear up her sutures. Big sad baby cat. Alright. Alright. There you go. Even Kim likes it.
Now, what else, sweetie?
What was the expedition? Husband, some kind of scientist. Tell me more. Looks like you're... You don't know this about me, but actually, I've lost all my memory of the world and I have no idea what I'm doing. That's all for now. I think we'll ask this man about the thing.
Can I help you?
It's another thing.
Great. I love those.
Phone lines.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers.
That's true, I'm one of them.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
Alright, I don't have the money to, pay for my thing yet. Oop. Inspect the cutting board. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced, I can see through them. Nice. Alright, we don't need to talk to them.
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener. Enough, let's talk seriously. I mean no trouble. I'm here to do my job, that's all. You're right, Lieutenant. She did seem friendlier sitting on that corner. I mean no trouble. I'm here to do my job.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
He points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
I actually don't think that last sentence matters. I don't think that's gonna make a difference on our investigation.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
That's right.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
I mean, they are just dock workers, but at least one of them is an actual murderer, so I don't know, ma'am.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects, just dock workers.
Listen, you Moralington lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Oh. Now we're getting deep into the,
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
I think I could start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Let's get to that.
Let's. Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
All right, I don't want to talk to the dock workers anyway, quite frankly.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something,
Shoot,
dead man.
Looney Rooney.
Which was it that killed you then, love or communism?
Huh?
You said love killed you, but when you fell down, you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
My name, Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am. Of course not. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. It can't be Harry. I refuse. Could I really be Harry? I'm getting a lot
You
of Harry.
might be onto something there.
Alright, that's
Come
that.
back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, Also, see me in your dreams.
I don't like that. What's a field
Come on,
autopsy?
officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Fuck. No idea what a field autopsy is. Alright. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Yeah, that's valid.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form.
That's right.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Alright.
That's you.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
KK57-0803.0815.
Right, right.
Next.
Down. Name.
We've heard the nom de guerre. Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it down. What's next? Date of birth?
Date of birth. Not applicable. Age.
Roughly 50.
Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
Visual... Wow, I succeeded the visual calculus. I'm gonna write 42.
He nods.
Mondial. Subgroup Occidental. As per your observation.
The pudgy mess looks neither mondial nor occidental. It doesn't even look human. The next line says,
doesn't even look human.
As you read it, you think, that leaves out dark-haired Mesk, Sal, Sarah Mauritian, Kedratic. Lighter-skinned occidental means this man could be Vespertine, Oranese, Messinian. Those 3 are on the table. A solid guess, Mr. Racial Profiler. Also of note, your unconscious racial profiling machine ruled out Messinian before. Despite all the Copperoonies and Cobos, that leads Vespertine or Oranese. Continue.
Fucky,
Sex.
fucky!
Thank you, Kuno S.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Right, pig's gonna have sex. Right, fucky, fucky. That's fucking good. That's so good. We're man.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death?
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
4-3-51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Kim's done a lot of these.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
No opinion. So I guess I can agree that the body wasn't moved post-mortem. Not be sure that it was moved post-mortem. I agree.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
Holy shit.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Alright, so I guess we start external.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Fuck.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Light brown male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Oh, I bet maybe if we had touched his hair something, we might have gotten a different thing.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Nah, Kuno, you just gotta bitch throw.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Write down, but amend for high velocity. No.
Ligature mark.
Lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. Starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is forward. After a while, it cuts. It's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Oh, fuck. It's not a great check. Look for a good
The
spot.
belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Shit.
The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
That's much better. Oh my god, I was really worried. Interfacing gave instructions. That's my main skill.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Unremarkable. Do we look at his dick? Do we look at our dead man's dick? I don't think so. I think we just move on. If anybody's here to interact, we'll check.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Oh, fuck.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Scarring is extensive, way more than law officials.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
I don't even have a joke? Ah, damn it. Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
I hate that description. I hate that so
You
much.
hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
What? That's not how that works. See, that's not how that works at all.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside his mouth.
No scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. It's hard.
Oof.
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking.
Ooh.
Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
Alright, fair enough.
Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Yeah, we can't do any of those. That's fair.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Gastrointestinal.
This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground to the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down, but omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of
Let's see.
We
injuries. Have bite marks, contusions
words.
on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Alright. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Opinion. Fatal injury. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
A perpetrator.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Sure thing.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next?
What's the 4th injury?
Nothing. Just in case.
Oh, alright. Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck. Gap on the nape. Hyoid bone's fractured. That's typical with hanging. No signs of clawing on the neck. If I remember correctly, a lot of people, or maybe not a lot, but it was not uncommon for someone who is hanged to actually die of their neck snapping when it goes taut. Which would mean that there would be no signs of clawing on the neck. But there's a chance that if there's a chance that he may have already been dead and then dropped because there was... What was it? There was something about, like, we can't go back and look. I thought there was a statement about the snapping of his bone being consistent with a 1 to a 1.5 meter drop, which I don't know how good scale works here, but, you know, I imagine that might be the case of this, which would require... Like, you can't just hang a man who's unbound as he is. You know, you can't just tie him up to a tree and then drop him without him fighting back. So I think it might be post-mortem. Would it be post-mortem? Because... So if it were... Blood and things have been allowed to pool... I don't know. I'm thinking it had to have... I'm thinking it was potentially post-mortem. I think this man may have been killed. Or at least... could have just been rendered unconscious. He could have just been, like, beaten. But the contusions... A lot of the contusions were post-mortem. Fuck. Okay. Scout bleeds post-mortem head injury. I think it was fatal.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
All right.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Oh, if we had not established probable cause, maybe I could have had a better chance on perception here. Legendary. Oh. This is a white check. I can retry it, huh? Bag him, take him away, let the lieutenant take the body away without further examining. I mean, we gotta try it.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Check his fingernails.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I got a gut feeling there's more.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay.
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
His voice trails off and his gaze settles on Kuno.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano, man? You want a piece of the Kuno? wanna get fucked.
Only if all else fails.
Alright.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Soon, you'll be looking for clues in a pile of sludge and bones.
Alright. Oh. That's really interesting, because, like, this is something I do want to investigate, but it was not the direction that I was thinking we'd end up going. Okay. I bet you that back room that we can't open is going to be, like, the freezer or a cold room.
Can I help you? Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Yeah, actually.
Correct him.
No, we want to put a very important dead body into your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
I'm not even going to ask why. You're just going to say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Okay. Alright, we'll go talk to the frit clerk. And then that'll probably be our time.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
This the
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns to the back of her magazine without. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
This is a fridge,
Yeah.
wicked. I need to store clothes there.
You're joking, right?
Measure the fridge with your fingers, one eye closed. Never mind, it would never fit. No, I'm not joking.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
I guess you're right. Plus, the fridge is too small anyway.
Okay.
Alright. That's a shame. I guess we don't get to figure out the body thing. That's okay. That one we're just gonna have to let be dead. Oh, hello? We had a crash. Well, I guess that, I guess that's enough reason as any to end the stream. Thanks for hanging out. It's a shame we had a crash right here at the end. That's real strange. I wonder what caused it. Either way, y'all have a good night, and I will see you Wednesday for my next stream.